protect you from the virus because a single drop contains latent molecules called amphiphiles, which looks like this, and those tails are repulsed by water, and water will wash away with bubbles. But you know what? Soap can't kill all the germs. It just removes them, and they're not very convenient though, because, for example, some store doesn't have bathroom, which means water is not accessible, so I think that's why hand sanitizer were made. Hand sanitizer have high concentration of alcohol, which means they kill the germs. Actually, they kill the germs 99.9%. And they're very convenient because they're portable. This is the example of portable hand sanitizer. Now, I will talk about building a
cashless society. Have you ever heard about cashless society before? As time is changing with technology developing, it now seems very possible. Interestingly enough, even at this moment, people are using their debit cards, credit cards, Apple Pay, or even Samsung Pay all around the world. My first reason is the convenience of cashless society. In 21st century, people like to make things easier and faster. Also, we want to keep it safe. In our world, already most of people are using their cards rather than cash. Cards are much easier to pay and carry. There are also apps that you can pay for things. For example, there is Apple Pay and Samsung Pay. All you need to do is connect your card to your phone and double-click the side button, then you can pay for things as same as you're paying cards. Also, there is some countries that are going cashless already. For example, in Sweden, 80% of people are using their cards rather than cash.
The people used to have social networks or relationship. In my opinion, SNS are not safe and helpful to us. We have a lot of issues from SNS. So today, I will talk about why SNS are not safe and helpful to us. First of all, a lot of SNS apps have fake and bad information. That's why popular people are having trouble with their past life, because someone who doesn't like the person is able to spread bad and fake rumors. In Korea, we had issues with fake information. For example, there was a man who lied about his identity so he could get a lot of money and he would attract people's attention. He wasn't honest and he was greedy with money. Second, we can think of personal information exposure. In my opinion, personal information exposure is the worst problem in SNS. It's hacking. If your account is hacked, other people can get your personal information.
Let's say I'm walking on a street and I'm walking nearby somebody that I don't know, and they're saying, oh, he looks like that, he's ugly, look at his face, look at his outfits. Why do you think they are judging me? It's because of negative thoughts. So, media knows how our brain works. That's why they brainwash us. And that's why we watch and go on to media more. So let's go on to why. Why do we get brainwashed? Well, media taps into our emotions, fears, and insecurities to keep us engaged. So I agree, because media knows that we fear COVID-19. That's why they make things up sometimes. That's why they keep telling us how many people are dead already. And
positive of a unification between South and North Korea. First positive thing about reunification is reunion of separated families. Korean War started 1950 June 25th and ended 1953 July 27th. At the end of the war, Korea Peninsula got divided. At the same time, many families were separated as well. Current statistics show there is more than 60,000 people that haven't seen their families since the war was over. I think we need to think about online class versus offline class. First, I'll talk about offline class. Offline means us going to the school. There are many good things if we go to the school. I think children need to go to school, meeting friends and teachers. Studying is important, but meeting friends, spending time with them is also very important. Sometimes, in many cases, people with good socializing is more successful than people who studied really hard.
How should we do